Aloha, it's your boy Neglected Gundam. Today we will be building a Master Grade Ez8 with show accurate damage. I want to thank you for joining in today, and without further ado, let's get started. In order to make this Gundam with show accurate damage, I realized that I would have to break his arm. Since this Ez8 doesn't deserve that level of cruel treatment, I decided to scratch build a replacement. That being said, there's already a video that showcases how I built the arm. If you have seen that tutorial and would like to skip to the new content, you can jump to the next time code at 3:02. For those of you who choose to stay, I'm going to go over my thoughts on the Master Grade Ez8 kit as a whole. Every kit has its pros and cons, and it goes without saying that this is an old kit. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it has more cons than pros. Let me break it down from my point of view. The first con would be the hands. We get multiple fixed hands, which can be a plus to some, but the weapon holding hands is where the older kits fall short of what's coming out nowadays. There is no peg which helps hold the weapons to the hands, and the only thing we are supposed to rely on is a 3-1 split between the trigger finger and the rest that are molded together. This is a poor design, and I'm happy Bandai moved away from it. To fix this issue, I put claw plate that extended further from the palm. This allows the handles of the guns a place to hook in. Now, the fingers can grip the weapons and force them to be held against the plate, which holds them in place. Con 2 is the armor on the forearms. They are two pieces that always manage to separate. This takes the existence of a seam line and turns it into a gap. If you glue them together like I did, just know that you will have to mask the parts while painting. Gluing them together will trap the inner frame inside the armor. Con 3 is how the armor sometimes hooks into the pieces around it. If you like to snap build before painting, be careful as this can lead to broken pieces. I'll be quick about the pros. This kit is not overly complicated. It includes a 1/35th figurine, it is very sturdy, it is cheap, and, well, it's a model of the Ez8. I would, however, like to see a 2.0 of this kit. When it comes to adding the damage, I went scene by scene to get an accurate recreation. The main tools used to accomplish this were a Dremel, 05 Sakura marker, and X-Acto knife. While applying everything, I decided to add the same damage to the scratch built arm. The only exception is that I didn't want to add the sword damage to the main arm. I thought it would look funny while the shield was being used. If you've seen my Goof Custom video, you'll notice a lot less damage on that mobile suit. I tried to think about the pilot's overall level of skill on the battlefield. Norris pilots the Goof Custom. He surveys the battlefield and calculates his movements before going in. This is ace level thinking. His damage comes from directly fighting other mobile suits. Shiro, on the other hand, is caught off guard by the appearance of the blue mobile suit. His actions are purely reactive. Since his movements are not previously calculated, the Ez8 acquires more environmental damage. This is why I chose to make this suit much more battle-worn. Now that the project is finished, I much prefer the more damaged look of the Ez8 compared to the Goof Custom, but I wanted to make it a point to leave the Goof less damaged. We as the audience understand that Norris has gained experience on the battlefield throughout his career, and we are seeing that during this fight. On the flip side, this series does a great job of showing us Shiro's accumulation of battle experience, and I wanted to show that off in this project. I made two minor modifications to the suit. The collar was sanded down, and I extended the neck by 1 mm. This is so I could turn the head and get more expressive poses. How do I do this? Okay, so white first, and then black. These four paints were used to make the Ez8's unique color. They are white, black, red-brown, and lemon yellow. I was really nervous to make this mix. If I added too much of one color, all the paint would be useless. Thankfully though, I nailed it. When it comes to the primer, I used warm caramel, black, gray, and some version of light blue. Then I appreciated everything and laid the colors down. Since I don't thin my paints as much as I should, I tried to concentrate the spray inside the shading. But first the piece gets one even coat. I'm about to throw a curveball at you guys right now, because I'm sitting here in the editing studio trying to think about the dialogue that I'm going to put for this part. Well, I'm down to my last brain cell trying to edit this video and think of new dialogue to tell you that I haven't already told you about painting these models. So I'm going to use this time to give you a roadmap on where I'm going to go with my Gundam projects in the future. If you guys have been following my channel, then you already know that I do have a Master Grade GUF 2.0 that I'm going to be doing the resin conversion kit for the GUF custom. That's going to be my next project. And then after that, I'm going to be doing a clear Master Grade Sazabi Verka. During that project, I'm going to be doing some real grade Exias and the Exia variants. And those will be clear kits that I'm going to be painting the inner frame and then just slapping the clear armor on top of that and putting the decals on. And then after that, I'm going to be doing the clear Master Grade Wing Gundam Zero Custom Verka. And I'll be painting the armor underneath, the colors that they should be, and then on the outside I'm going to be doing a pearl coat. So that should be a really cool project. And then I have other Gundams that I'm going to throw in here and there. Also, I do have a giveaway that I will be announcing in one of my future upcoming unbox videos, so look forward to that as well. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. For the metallic color on the weapons, I painted them with about 95% black and 5% gunmetal. Then I masked them and painted the rest. The figure was painted with 5 coats and took a long time. To wrap it up, I masked the belt and accents on the jacket so they would be gloss while everything else would be semi-gloss. The shield and blue pieces were the only things that I post shaded for this project. Luckily, I made a lot of the RX-79G color for the shield, and I was able to use it later, which saved me for this part. I really enjoyed placing this large 08 MS Team decal over the damage. It was really satisfying cutting it up with the hobby knife. I didn't get any footage of this inner frame, so I'll just explain how I did it. I went ahead and did a black primer. I like to call it forced shading, where I go ahead and choose where I want the gunmetal to be, and then after that I use titanium silver to dry brush. In a future project that I'm going to do, you'll be able to see me actually do this on video, and that project will be very soon in the future. That's going to be a clear master grade Suzabi Verka. So hopefully you'll look forward to that project and you'll get to see how I did this frame. The head had a seam line that was taken out, and the faceplate was modified so I could slide it up and clip it in. Then I glued everything in place, because this head was originally held together by hopes and dreams. Honestly, it was a bad design, and it shows me just how far Bandai has come. Weathering the suit was done by mixing titanium silver with a little gunmetal. I first filled in all the physical damage and obvious scoring. Then, using a 10-0 paintbrush, I went scene by scene to recreate the paint chipping. For environmental damage, I added concrete and brick dust with the Tamiya Weathering Master. Then came the part of this build that I absolutely dreaded. That pesky electrical scoring by Goof's Heat Rod. That broke my brain. So I just muscled up the courage and went to town. Well, all things considered, the shield came out pretty good. The chest, on the other hand, it came out a little rough, which is too bad because it sits smack dab in the middle of the suit. You'll see that footage of the chest coming up shortly, so you can decide for yourself. Okay, and if you look here at the back of the Ez8's head, I'm actually pretty proud about this. I went ahead and put the indents from the fingers where the Goof Custom lifted it up off the ground using just its head. I'm pretty happy with how that came out. wrap up this build, I went ahead and finished it with sponge chipping and oil staining. But if you did like this video, go ahead and give me a like. If you like this content, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to comment, go ahead and do that because I will comment back to you. Thank you for watching this video and following along with this build. I hope you have a great day. And until next time, I hope you don't feel that neglected now.
No, you don't!
It's over now. Well, Miss Ina, the Kurgan will have to leave without me. I have found the place where I am to die. So you're awake, huh?
I'm gonna live! And I'll marry Ina! And we'll grow old together!
You're the one that... Damn it!